3, 2, 1.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Short Talk podcast. Today, we will be joining by our friends, Miss Darlene, Miss Asnia, and Mr. Francis. Hello, guys!
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Hello,
Yes.
Miss.
Good morning.
Good morning. In today's episode, we will talk about yourself, ourselves, for us to know who you are and what are the things that we are in common. So, we are not being seen by each other through face-to-face because it's pandemic. We are using online. Through online, we can communicate each other. So, before we start, I would like you to introduce yourself first. You may start, Miss Darlene.
这一次我真的睡着了。
Good morning, Goodell. Thank you so much for inviting me. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Darlene Villafani, 43 years of age. I live in Marble Homes, Coronadal City, South Cotabato. I was born on June 23, 1979 at General Santos City. I'm happy, I'm in love with my common law and my kids.
And how about you, Francis?
Yes, Miss Goodell. Good morning, everyone. I am Francis John Maglempe. I live in Barangay Paraiso, Coronadal City, South Cotabato. 28 years old. I was born on February 12, 1993. I'm the eldest son among 7 children of Mr. and Mrs. Francisco Maglempe, and that's all. And thank you, Miss Goodell, for inviting me.
Thank you also for telling something personal about yourself. And this time, we will hear from our youngest among of us, our bunso, Asnea.
Thank you, Miss Goodell. Good morning, everyone. I'm Asnia Mangontra, 20 years old, from Lutayan proper, Lutayan Sultan Kudarat. I was born on November 13, 2001, and I'm single. My father is fisherman and farmer, and my mother is housewife, and I currently enrolled at Green Valley College, taking up Bachelor in Elementary Education. That's all. Thank you, Mr. Bell.
And today, I have prepared questions that you can answer. Telling something about ourselves. This question is not too difficult. It's too easy. It's also a common questions that I've been prepared. But let's have our break first. And now we're back. Are you ready, guys?
Yes, Miss Goodell.
Yes.
Yes, Miss.
Okay. For our first question. Okay. For Miss Darlene. What is your biggest fear?
Thank you, Miss Goodell. My biggest fear is to die early. That I am not yet done with the obligation as a mother for my children.
Oh, it's hard to accept, or
Yes.
if you think of it that you will die early but your kids are still young, still small, so you are thinking about their future. Who will they take good care of them? So it's hard to leave our children when they are still young. And for our second question for Mr. Francis, what makes you angry?
Thank you, Miss Goodell. What really makes me angry when my little sister takes my phone without permission and accidentally deletes some of my photos.
Your personal thing, like cell phone. So, when your
Yes,
sister
yes, ma'am.
accidentally delete your pictures. What is on the picture?
But my
Your girlfriend, your
so,
loved ones. What is in there? It's a secret.
all of the above.
All
All
of
of
the
the above.
above. How? And for our question number 3, for Asneya, if you could hire someone to help you, would it be clearing, cooking, or yard work? Seems
I
like you
will
are single, so you have to ask something for help. What it would be?
I will choose cooking because I am not good in cooking, but I really love to eat.
So we could help that. Ate Darlene could help you in cooking.
Come here, Ate Darlene.
Okay.
Want to
Okay, for
shrimp
our
fish?
third question. What did you want to be when you were small? Francis, when you were small, what you like to be?
Um, when I was a kid, my ambition is to become a mechanical engineer.
When you were a kid. Did you remember what age is that?
I think middle school.
Maybe in elementary grade.
Yes, miss.
About you, Asneya?
When I was small, I want to become a policewoman, but I did not pursue it because my father was afraid if I would hold a gun.
You know that my father is a policeman?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, but he died early at the age of 42 and I was a second year high school that time.
mm,
It was so embarrassed and I never forget that time. So it makes me sad also. That makes me angry. That time, I never imagined that I don't have a father in the early age. Okay, I keep on remembering that. That makes me cry.
Oh,
So
sorry.
I don't want to mention, but it's part of our podcast this time. So for our next question, okay, now let's give our time for Asneya for the another question. Asneya, have you ever had a nickname? What is it? And where it came from and why?
yes, I have. They calling me Ash because that's the shortcut of my name.
Oh, your shortcut of your name. And
Yes.
may I ask where your name came from?
What?
Ashneya. Your name Ashneya.
Yes.
Where it came from?
Uh, from my mother.
Why is it that
She gave it to me.
he
I
called
don't
you
know why.
Asneya? You don't know.
Yes, I don't know.
Hmm. My full name is Godel. It came from my parents, Gorgon and Leonor. The combination between the two of them. And my nickname is Canadian. So you see, Godel is far from Canadian. They called me Canadian because of the sack of the arena. Oh, there's
I
Canadian
remember
team,
that.
and I am the princess Canadian of that. There's a picture of the sack, Princess Canadian. So when I was born, my mother didn't prepare. He's not yet prepared. So that time, my grandmother was angry because my mother is not yet prepared. She didn't buy something for me. Then that time, it's time to get the scissor to cut all the sack to separate the everything that they want me for the time that I was birth. So that time they called me Canadian. So, but my father decided that my real name was Rodel because he wants us that our name are combinations, the same signs, because we have a siblings in our family. So I am the eldest, Goodell. So the second is Lady, and the third is Maydel, April, Sheradel, Del Leonor, Del Nino. So sounds like that. We are in L sounds, but the second and my next to me is Lady because a priest named her. A priest named her. So there's nothing to to argue because it's a family friend of us. Okay, for our last question. So it seems that we are enjoying here our
Yes.
short talk. So I have a
Okay.
lot
Yes.
of things that we are in common and a lot of things that we've been shared, your experiences. So during this pandemic, how can you survive? So you know that the last 2 years we are encounter about the COVID-19. So what is your situation all about? What happened to us? What happened to you? Or you may start as Nea?
Here in the province, we did not feel the pandemic much
Wow, we would like
because
to stay in your place.
because
Okay, you may
we
continue.
chose hope and because only think positively, and when the family together, you will not feel the problem.
Oh, that's right. In the province, you didn't think that it was pandemic because it's mostly the same. But if you are in the city, you are just thinking that the mall is closed, the big stores are closed. So you have to think of it that, oh, it's true, it's pandemic, it's lockdown. Oh, how about you, Miss Darlene?
My God, I can remember that. I'm so short.
Eh,
We survived the silence by sewing a mask. You like masks?
face mask.
Face mask. That
Mm.
was a big help in our livelihood and our daily needs.
Wow, it's a big help. If you have a talent, there's no crisis. If you have a skills, there's no crisis happen. Is it right, Asneya?
Yes, Miss Goodell.
And how about you, Franz? Why you think a lot? You think something in your head?
About about the pandemic, Miss
Hmm.
Godel.
Yes, yes, about the pandemic.
For me, that pandemic situation is very difficult because um, you need to you need to survive when pandemic is you need to survive according to you need to survive by following the all protocols that given to us from above the government law and behalf of the barangay officials that who protect us and guided us from the virus.
Correct. So we have to follow the safe protocol. So if you don't follow the safe protocol, the rules and the rules of the government is for us to be safe. Is it right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. That will be end of our short podcast. Thank you so much for giving your time, for sharing your thoughts and experiences. Thank you very much. And
Thank
do you
you,
want
Miss
to say
Fidel.
something, Miss Darlene?
Yes, Miss Goodell. On behalf of Osneya and Francis, we would like to take this opportunity to thank you for giving a chance and be part of Short Talk podcast. And thank you so much.
Okay. We would like to thank also our professor, Sir Randy Dizon, for giving us the time to enhance our speaking skills. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for staying with us, and this has been Godel Provido saying good day and God bless. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless,
Bye.
guys.
Thank you, Miss Fidel.
Thank
Thank
you.
you guys. Thank you, Miss
Bye.
Godel.